camera looks so foggy. Gonna wait for some people to join in. I hope you guys are having an awesome morning. Well, it's gonna be afternoon soon, but yeah. So I got some plant mom chores, and no one's in here yet, so I'm trying to wait at least. I like to wait at least 2 minutes or so. Hey, how are you? Whoever just joined me, I feel special that you're here and you're the first one. I am going to be doing some plant mom chores, so I hope you stick around. If you have any questions, whoever you are, because I can't see. Hey, Becky, how are you? How are you, girlie? So yeah, I'm going to be doing some chores. I have to water this big boy here. I have to, this guys, I love this pothos, but this was the one that I shared with y'all that I got from OfferUp. I don't know what kind of soil they use or what was going on, but it is time for me to completely take this out. I took it out of the terracotta pot that it was in. Then I placed it in here because I wanted this in my office by the window. And yeah, I noticed that. Let me show you the difference. Look at this pothos. Look at the leaves on this pothos. And look at the leaves on this pothos. You can see these are a little bit more dull, and these are, see, these are just vibrant. They're poking up. They're doing their thing. These ones are, they're drooping. They're not dying, but they're drooping. I have been getting some browning on the leaves, and yeah, I'm not liking that. So I figured, let me propagate it and get it out this pot. Not only that, guys, but look at this bull crap. Look at this. I want to take something metal so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I don't know why I love plants my first time here. Oh my gosh, I thought you, well, you'll be my new Becky. You'll be my new, I had one, a lady that was from UK, and she would always say, hey, it's Becky. So when you came in and said that, I thought you were her, but now that I'm looking at the name, but anyways, you're my new Becky, you have this plant? Yeah, Becky, it is, you did say I can call you Becky, right? You said, hey, it's Becky. You did say that because I want to keep saying Becky, and that's not what you agreed to. But, yeah, I love it, Becky. And the thing is, it has a lot of vines, and I want the vine because I like that look of the vine. So I'm thinking that when I propagate, I have my, jar here to propagate it. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. Wait a minute. Wait, this your first time here? Was it? Okay, UK. You said I'm from Miami, Florida. Yes. Okay. Why does it seem like that sounds familiar too? Because I think it's more than one Becky on this channel that used to come and support. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. You are my Becky. You are my Becky today. All right. So, yeah, Becky. So here's the deal with this. I repotted it, and I had these, where did I do with them? I put my plant thing over it. Well, I had these paper clips that I had, because look, it's like nothing in here. It's so many vines. All these are vines. Vine. Look how long this one is, Becky. Look how long this one is. Vine. This is a whole vine here. And so to make it full, I had it all inside the plant, pinned down and all that. And I'm like, yeah, no, I don't like that look. So I do want to still have vines. So I'm going to propagate it. So I'm just going to get the clip in, and I'm going to put them in this jar, and we're going to see how this goes, and I'll update you guys later. So if you want to still have vines when you propagate, you just still cut. These are the nodes, guys, and I will have a plant care. Any of my plant videos, there's a plant care playlist in the description so you can see all the videos. I got some great videos coming. I repotted a huge snake plant, a ZZ plant. I getting ready to repot some palms. I forgot the name of these two palms are, because I have two palms here. That one and then that one way down there. But I got two for my daughter's room makeover. But because I didn't show the room makeover yet, I'm trying to, wait. And I got a bomb video, guys, to share with y'all about how to make a modern plant stand with old plant pots that they have like at Home Depot and Lowe's. I'm actually going to go there and see, because when they throw those plants out, I want to know what they do with the pots that they go in. Because you know how they have these pots, right? But then at, I think it's Home Depot. I want to say it's Home Depot, not Lowe's. Then they have that nice kind of pot that they kind of put them in that looks like a pot that you can just keep your... Oh, this is it. Let me show y'all. This is one of them right here, guys. Like these type of pots. These type of pots here, they'll have these plastic. They are plastic, but they'll have these here in black and white. And guys, I made an awesome plant stand, modern high plant stand with these. So be looking out for that. So I also wanted to share with you guys, this bad boy is doing good. Is doing good. I've been misting this every day. I've been misting this every morning. I come and mist it, and every day I casually take off some of the leaves that are brown and not doing well. And then over here, this one, I'm going to be sharing a video with you, but guys, because if you don't know what spider mites are, I found out as this continued to open, this has spider mites. I don't, oh, you know what? You can see them right here. Look, let me see if I can get close. See them? If you see those fainty looking things right in there, those are spider mites. So today I'm going to be heading out to go grab something to show y'all a video on how to get rid of those. Spider mites are a little bit different. I found out, look at the rubber tree, guys. It is growing and doing so good. I found out spider mites do not like a lot of water, but I mist these. So I think me misting this plant helps the spider mites stay at bay a little bit. And I'm going to say this, and I say this to everybody. Your plant is your plant. We can only give you, it's projects I'm trying to hide from y'all for right now. So that's what I'm doing. Put my glove in the way. We can only give you tips on what we do in our experience with our plants. But guys, you're going to hear me say this a lot because I've said it in several videos. I just did a care instructions on birds of paradise, because that was another plant that I put in my 13-year-old's room. Well, she'll be 13. She has 3 big beautiful plants. We got a bird of paradise and 2 palm trees. Then she has this here on her desk that I'm getting ready to repot in this little IKEA pot that I got. So I'm going to be repotting this on live. I'm going to be propagating this. I'm going to be watering this bad boy. So with that being said, so what's your plant, guys? You got to realize that each one of these plants is its own entity. You're going to hear me keep saying that. I can tell you what I do. I can tell you how I do things, and you can implement them in certain ways that you think will be helpful for you and your plant. But your plant is your baby. Like when we have children, none of them are the same. I don't care if you have twins, meaning I have a set of twins. Now let me show you what I mean by that. As a plant mom, I have a set of twins. These are my twins. These are my twin babies. Look, got both of these. This one right here. And this one. Got both of these at the same time, right? I got both of these bad boys at the same time. They're the same price, the same date, same store. More than likely came in the same round of plants when they hit the store. But these plants are not the same. This one, this is not even doing it justice. This leaf here is at least 28 inches long. I don't even know how, this is literally not doing it justice, but it's like 28 inches long. And this one is growing so much bigger and so much more vibrant, but this one here is growing as well, but it struggles a little bit. But I haven't given up on it. I just wiped its leaves the other day. It's still growing. It's doing good. And when you see that you still get new growth coming in, that's a good sign. But what is happening is I'm getting, familiar with this plant. I'm understanding this plant. I'm doing things and paying attention to what I do. The thing is, I have that's the ZZ I repotted. So when you on live, you'll see things before they come out. But the thing is this, guys, you have to figure out what works best for you, what works best for your plants. I keep a note in my phone of every time I bottom feed, every time I fertilize, every time I ends, certain things with plants that I see are having issues. So I will be putting in my notes, propagated this plant. And I know my plants. I'll say propagated pothos in the office. And I'll know this actual plant. So we're going to get into this. And I'm going to show you how I still want the vine. I want the vine look. But the thing is, a lot of times trying to get the nutrients from the bottom to the top of this in water when it's coming from soil might be an issue. So I might lose some of these. I don't know which ones I might lose. So do I want to keep it this long? No. Now, if you still want to have a vine, but you do not want to have it really long, and you want it to continue growing as a vine, you'll cut in between here. So I will cut safely right here, and then I'll cut safely maybe right up here, right? So now I have two vine pieces, and that way it's a shorter distance for the nutrients in the water to get to the plant. So I'll cut between the nodes. If you're new to this, those little things that look like little, I don't know, eyes off a potato, I'm gonna bring it closer. Those are the nodes. So here we have 1 node, 2 node, 3, 4. You got 4 nodes. So it's going to grow this way. It's going to grow that way. And then there's another leaf. I don't know if you could tell, getting ready to grow off. So that's going to have another leaf growing off there. So I would take this whole boy. Actually, I don't like this because what's going to happen is this leaf is going to have to go in the water. So what I'll do is I'll probably cut it here. And we'll take that and dip that in the water. So whenever I put water in it, you just want to make sure the water touches the tip of that. And so this one will be something that I can just stick in this way. That way it reaches the water. So with this, I don't want it too long, so I'll go in between the node. Boom. And then what I'll do is stick this part in the water. This here may do something, it may not. But I'll stick that into the water. And that's if I want a lot of vines. I do want a full plant, so I think I'm going to cut this in half because I don't want too many vines, but I want at least a good 4 or 5 vines. So these will just stick right in there like that. And this one, see this one, I somehow, I guess I just broke this because this is like limp. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to cut it from, oh, I see roots. So I'll cut it deeper than the root. This root is strong. Ooh, okay. This has a root. So I could have put this in a pot if I wanted to. I'm going to cut that off. And yeah. What would you do with this? Tell me, what would you do with this if you were propagating? When you cut that off and stick it in water? Because look, it has a root here too. And that just came right up out the soil. We'll leave that there. And we are going to go into this one. Now this... these seem pretty firm, so I might go here with that one and see how it allows me to propagate. This is trial and error. This is the only way you're going to learn how plants flourish in different ways. So yeah, we're going to go here and I'm going to stick that down in there as well, like that. I'm basically getting rid of this plant and wanting to start over and see what I can get. I'm going to show you one that I did, which was the other plant that I got. When I got this one, I got 2. And I love, see how the roots are like right there? Yo, this is so hard. I don't know why this soil is so hard. And see, it's roots there. What would you do because you see roots there? Because see, I would cut them down here. The soil is so hard. And me, I'm like, since they have a root, well, maybe I can take these and put these in a pot. Put them down in a pot because they already have roots and see how that works. So I'm going to propagate. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do because I never propagated in soil. Yep, there you go, sis. Wait a minute. Your voice is so familiar now. I have not been on YouTube as much as I used to. I subscribed on your channel, or did you change your... Yes, my name changed. I knew that was you. You came in. I'm like, wait a minute, because I have 2 different Beckys. I know one from Miami and one was from UK. And so that's why I'm like, wait, Why is that seeming like this is Becky? The name is looking familiar. But you are my Becky. You are my Becky. I changed my name, Becky, because I wanted to focus on really doing what I enjoy, and that's sharing and teaching ways to save money and how to do things yourself, make your house a home. I have been struggling with if I want to be in the camera or not, and not in a bad way, but it's not about me. It's about what I can share with you, what I can help you with, and how it can help you save money and bring less stress to your life. And that's my goal. My goal is to just do things differently. So while I'm waiting, I'm going to water this plant. Let's get over here and see this plant real quick. We're going to water this bad boy here. We're going to water this and let that drain. And I do have sand on top of this, which is a good thing for stopping bugs. So when you water, you want to do just as I did. And you let that drain right on through. And it's going to start draining down into the bottom of this. Hey, Kamonica, how are you? Guys, Kamonica, I've been subscribed to her channel for forever. She is so amazing. She is such a beautiful person. Her energy is so amazing. I was so surprised, like when she commented on my video. You know, you get a lot of YouTubers that when they get to a certain point, they don't respond, they don't talk, and they don't comment on other people's videos. We're all human, and I feel like we all have something to offer. And when someone can treat people how they want to be treated, that's when you know they're genuine. And Kamonica has been on here for years, and she has an awesome channel going through her journey of weight loss and all the ups and downs, emotional, the mental state, and all the things that she's been through. And she's literally sharing that. And she goes live and talks about how she eats, her day, you know, her daily life, all of that great stuff on her channel. So definitely check her channel out when you get a chance. So this plant must have been really hungry because none of the water came out. And you guys see how much I put in there. So with this, you want to make sure that it is draining through. So that means that this is really hungry. This is really hungry because what's going to happen, even when you top feed, it's going to release what it don't want. Just like you only can hold so much water in your mouth, and what you can't hold in, you're going to release it. So that's the same with a plant. So because this is not draining through, I will keep watering it until I see it draining through. And that should be just about it. And even if it's not, it's fine because this is now, see the water starting to settle. So it's going through slower now. This is a snake plant. So these don't necessarily like to be wet for long periods of time. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. And I see it draining just a little bit. Excuse me. I see it draining just a little bit. So that's enough for me to know that it is getting enough of water. I'm retired and I will be joining you on the regular. I am a plant lover. I'm currently parked at Home Depot. Oh, I need to go there and get some Captain Jacks, Becca. I have to go there, Becky, and get some Captain Jacks. I need that for those spider mites I was just talking about. And I also have some mosquito bits that they say are really good. And I want to do videos on those. So plants are my therapy. Like I get up, I tend to my plants, I pay attention to them, I water them, I wipe the leaves, and I treat them as their individual entity. I just killed my 2-year-old snake. Kamonica, how did you kill your 2-year-old snake plant? Oh my gosh, those are my fave. Kamonica, I have so many snake plants. Let me show you real quick. This is one of them here. That's one of them. And then I have a baby one that was a propagated one right here, right there. And then this one that this is the one I just watered. That one there, it goes up here. And, here's one here on my credenza. And that goes in that spot right there. But I got one here. I didn't even show y'all this video yet. But see, when you're on lives, you get to see stuff. Here's one here in my hallway. And then I have one here in my room right there. I got guests coming, so I'm kind of cleaning and doing plant chores. And then I have one here, Kamonica, in my bathroom. Then, that's my Ponytail Palm. I have the Chinese evergreens on the side of my bed. My bed is stripped, guys, so don't judge me like that. And then I have this bad boy here in my office here. And then my daughter, she has, this is one I gifted her. That's one of her palms right there. And has a snake plant over there. So I got quite a few. And then she got the parlor palm right here. So I got quite a few, Monica. And they're like my faves. Like, snake plants are my faves. This is the plant, guys, that I was telling y'all about. This is the one that I propagated that looks like the one that I'm struggling with right now. That was the sister plant to it. I got both of those at the same time. Tell me she's not gorgeous, y'all. Tell me she's not gorgeous. Tell me she is not gorgeous. I love her. She looks so real. Look like a real human sitting there. Tell me she is not gorgeous. Okay, I have a thing with face and mask, and let me show you why. I got a little one here. And then I have her. Now tell me she's not gorgeous. Tell me she's not gorgeous. Oh my gosh, isn't she gorgeous? Now look at this. Then I have him. I have him right here. And then I have him over here. I don't know why. I learned that, I don't know, I just get infatuated with like faces and statues with, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what that means. But anywho, isn't she gorgeous? Nice. Yours looks so good and healthy. Thank you. What do you think killed it? Hey, Cupcake, Sugar Pie. Thank you. You like what I showed you? Yeah, so I'm getting my daughters to understand plants and learn plants as well. And that spider mite thing had me feeling some type of way. So y'all gotta, where did you get the black? The one on the floor, Monica? The one on the floor? Thank you, Cupcake Sugar Pie. That I got from Ross Girl, and I just got that yesterday. It was $11.99. I couldn't leave the store without it. I could not leave the store without that. I thought it was so amazing. So this is my half bath, my little, guest bath. And I have these because I wanted more of this theme in here, but I didn't do anything in here yet. But I just got those there. But see, I got more. Look, so y'all can see mine. That, and then these are here in the back wall. So I wanted to give this a little Afrocentric theme in here, but I could not resist. And for $11.99, I couldn't. Then I got him over here by my cereal area. Yeah, and I've had him for years. So if you've been rocking with me, you know that's been around for years. Let me see. I think that was the first like statue thing I got like that. Okay, I will have to look for it. So Monica, what do you think you did wrong? Were you watering it too much? They don't like to be watered much. Like literally you could water them like once a month, once every 6 weeks. You don't have to water them much at all. And I would suggest getting one of these, Monica. They're $10 at you hear me, Home Depot, at Amazon. What scent of candle? Oh, this one is the Tropical Escape. And that, oh my gosh, my house smells so amazing. If you didn't see the Aldi's candle collection that I'm creating, listen, for $3.99, sorry, Bath and Body Works. Who? Bath and Body Works what? No, I can get 5 candles for the price of 1 candle. Yes. And that is Huntington Home by Aldi. Aldi Food Market. Yes, I said it. Aldi Food Market. So definitely don't sleep on them. Check them out if you are a candle lover like myself. Now see, this is really pretty and really vibrant, but I'm afraid that it's not going to continue being that. So I'm going to cut where I can get a vine, but not have to worry. Monica, this moisture meter, you can get them in green. Some of them, sometimes they have 2 sticks or whatever you call it, stilts, guys, whatever, y'all know what I'm saying. Sometimes they have 2 metal pieces. But Monica, if your plant is big, I would say this one is not huge, but I would say go with this around multiple places because that will determine if your plant needs to be watered or not. And if you notice, I do have a moisture meter video, how to use a moisture meter in my plant care video playlist, but it shows dry to wet. You very rarely want to see it wet. Usually it would say wet if you just watered it, but you want to kind of keep it in the zone between, I would say, 6 and 8. You don't really want it to go too much in the wet zone because that's when you can get the fungus gnats and different things like that. And I'm not trying to have that. Like these spider mites, they got to go. I'm going to get my stuff today for these spider mites and they have to go. So while I'm talking, I'm going to drill a hole because a lot of times we have, what do you call it? We have pots that don't allow us to drain. And so I cannot, I should have put my drill on the thing. It's so weak right now. I did a video on drilling holes in pots that are cute because you want drainage. If your plant is not draining, it will definitely get spider mites and nets and stuff like that. I need to put this on because it's showing no power at all. But I'm going to be drilling a hole in here. Oh, I was almost there. I was almost there. I'm going to drill a hole in here because I want to repot my daughter's her plant Dracaena that she had on her desk that we got from, y'all, these are at IKEA for $2. If you have an IKEA, these are awesome plants. I have one here and I paid I think I paid $4.99 or $3.99 at Lowe's, and that's the one you see here next to this baby. And I repotted her in this pot. And I'm thinking that I might want to go a little bit bigger. And guys, I just noticed that now it's 2 in there. Like it actually is 2 bases. It's not just 1. Like this plant is really growing. This plant doesn't ask for much. It doesn't do much. I water it. I put the moisture meter in it. If it says dry or looking like it's on the verge of dry, it's being watered. Look at this. I got this, Kamonica. I got this and this the same time. That was only $16. This is so pretty. This was only 16 bucks. Look, I got that from Ross. So that's the best place to get like really nice pots and stuff. So yeah, I love the way the snake plant looks inside there. And let me put her in there so you can see it. Hold on 1 second. It's hard to go back anyway. It drained. So I'm gonna put it in there and let you see the difference with it and without it. So you see it, and we're going to put, and I just set it in there. It is a bigger pot, but for right now, that's where, it's something on the bottom of this nursery pot. It's kind of irritating, but yeah, that's how I just set that right there. I got projects, so if you see me keep covering, it's because I don't want to show y'all stuff until I'm ready to show stuff. But some of the stuff y'all see before, because when you're on live you get sneak peeks of like the table I built. Boom. All right, so I'm going to finish this. That was one of my tasks, was getting that plant water. And so here we have another root, and they're coming out by the root. So this could be a whole nother plant as well. So I'm going to try doing those. Sis, when you said put them, houseplants are a good barometer for healthy indoor air. Yes, I say that all the time. They are the best air purifiers. They are the best air purifiers. So I'm going to go in here, cut close to here, and then I'm going to cut close to, well, that's a node. Let me see. I'm going to cut that. See, here's some more root, but it's not long enough. So what I'll do, I'm going to put these in the water separately. I'm going to put these in the water separately, like that. And then I'm going to put water in that, and we're going to keep an eye on it and see how this goes. This looks a little funky. It looks a little funky. I should have did 2 jars, but it is what it is at this moment. And I'm going to put me some water in there. I got this watering can from Amazon some years ago. I shared it on my channel when I got it when I was living in New York. All right. So that's it. And we're just going to set this somewhere. It's going to probably stay in the kitchen so I can really keep an eye on it. But my propagations in my bedroom, oh my gosh, y'all. My propagation in my bedroom. Now I have a question. For those of you who have pothos, look at this. Tell me what you guys think as far as the propagation of these plants. I want to keep them in there, but these roots are growing so big that the plants are pushing up. And the propagation tanks are not as big, not tanks, but look at how big these roots are growing. Like, oh my gosh, these are ready to be put in a pot. But then I'm like, the roots are so long. Would you cut these roots? Would you cut these roots and then plant them? Or how would you do it? Then I was like, oh, I should just leave them and then just have that look of the roots just getting thicker and thicker. But I don't know, I'm scared. I'm scared. But you see, some of them have leaves getting ready to start. That one kind of, I guess, died on me. I don't know. This one was the slowest growing one. As you see, the roots are so short and all the other ones are like ridiculously long. So I don't know. What do you guys think? What would you do? What would you do? All right, let's get back downstairs. So I propagated that. Now I'm getting ready to replant the little I can't never say the name right. I'm getting ready to replant that. I got to figure out how I'm going to replant these. I still want to keep this available. I'm getting ready to throw this out, but I want to keep this pot available because it goes nice with this little black stand that goes on my desk. I mean, that goes with that pot that sits on my desk. So I'm definitely going to get rid of that hard, like it is so hard for, it probably all come out at one time. Let me see. Look. Yep. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And yeah, I'm going to have this planter ready for when these do grow roots. When they grow roots, we're going to be in there. Now I got to figure out how to, with this freaking lazy drill, I need to get a hoe. So we're going to try to get a hoe while it's weak. Hopefully it'll come through for me. Come on. And then I can just repot my baby's plant. It just seems so weak. Oh, jeez. Okay. Reverse. It ain't trying to come out. Okay. Now we have a drainage hole. Boom. So now I'm going to take some of my potting mix, which is already mixed up. And I think those might be too little to repot those, and we'll see. I'm going to take some of my potting mix. And what I'm going to do first, oh, I'm damaging these. Hold on. Is I'm going to, and this is just perlite and some Miracle Grow soil. And what I like to do is add a little bit of water, just so as I'm doing the repotting, this dusty stuff don't be flying all over the place, and it'll pack inside the pot well. So we're just gonna do that, make it moist. That should be more than enough to repot this plant because it's not really huge. And so I'm going to take this plant out, and all you want to do, don't be afraid, is just break up the actual soil like so, like that. Get in there, get that soil broken up. Do not be afraid to do this, guys. It's not going to hurt you. It's actually going to be beneficial to the plant. Now, if you want to, you can leave a little bit of the soil that it's used to in it. And so with that, I'll take and I'll put down a nice base, because you want that root to get into this and create more roots and healthiness. So boom, we want to get all that down. Now, I could definitely go bigger, but right now I'm not going to. This is cute. It's a nice size. And these plants like to kind of be root bound, and they grow well being root bound. Most plants that are like trees love to be root bound, that are hardy like that. They love to be root bound. So that's what I'm doing. I'm making sure that I get a nice firm tuck in there and getting as much. I see you guys saying something, so give me 1 second. A nice tuck in there like that. And I'm anal about my plant looking straight and all that good stuff. So if you pack it down, let me tell you what I do. If you pack your soil down really nice and firm, which is what you want to do, because the plant just came out of a tightly packed pot, and you don't want to shock it by, it's like it's cold outside and you were warm in a warm blanket, and I just throw you out in the wintertime without a blanket, and you were just used to being warm. You could possibly get sick. So we don't want the plant to get sick. And so I'm going to show you what to do. That way you're not suffocating it, even while trying to keep it feeling like it's still in its original home. You take a wooden dowel and you kind of go in there and aerate the soil. And you want to make sure it's packed, but you want to make sure it's loose enough so when I water it, it's not going to affect the plant. So I'm going to take, and I'm only going to put a little bit, because remember the soil that I just put in there, I made sure it was wet. And that's it. And that's it. That plant is now repotted. I can toss this old dirt, and I don't have to worry about that. Now let's see what you guys are saying to me. And these gloves are just regular Dollar Tree gloves. I got some for cooking, I got some for dishes, and I got some for cleaning. Because I want to stop using so many of the headed to the nail shop. Have a great day. We'll check out the full playback. Okay, thank you for joining. Plant them in as they are. I just purchased my first snake plant here at Home Depot. Oh, I love snake plants. I love snake plants. How? Yeah. Yes. So, what you think? You think this is too small, or should I go get something bigger, sis? What do you think, Faye? Should I get something bigger to put these bad boys in? Or that's too... What you think? What you think? Let me know. I'm going to go grab my perlite because I forgot to bring that up. And I need to mix up some more soil. So I'm going to grab my perlite and get rid of that. Oh, wait. I can put them in here, huh, sis? It's a little bit bigger. I can put them in here. And I can take this water meter thing out. Dang it. Let me see. How did they have this one in here? Guess I'll just push it through 2 holes like that, and I can put I can put it in here. I just need some more soil. Let me get my perlite. Be right back. Right back. Find this one was just a little bit deeper. Did you say something, Faye? Let's see. So what do you think about this, Becky? This one a little bit. Which one? Too big? Or go with this one? What y'all think? This is my first time just taking out of one pot and doing root propagation. Never did this before. So what do y'all think? This one or this one? As I wait for y'all comment, I'm going to mix up some more soil in here. So I'm going to put some perlite. And then I'm going to get my Miracle-Gro. And I used a regular potting mix. Haven't had any problems with it. Been using this for a while. Then it's another one, like an organic one that I got from Amazon. That was pretty cool. That should be enough. This has perlite in it, but not enough. So that's why I added Wait, this looks a little crooked. Hold on. There we go. So that's why I added. I'm going to grab some water. The biggest one. Okay. Let me get some more water. All right. So I'm going to add water so it's not having me coughing, because when I stir it, it's dusty. So we're going to add the water like that. See all that perlite in there nice and neat. Actually, I'm going to put some more because I can use that, because I put a little bit more perlite than I wanted to, which is fine. This big bag of Miracle-Gro is like $9 at Home Depot, so definitely check it out if you're new to plants. It's a great one, not expensive. You know, when you first use it, just make sure there's no bugs in it, because it is soil, and sometimes you can get those pests in your plants from the soil that you buy. And what I heard is a good thing for that is, especially if it's cold outside, that you can, what is the word? Freeze it, and the bugs will die or whatever. So I'm going to put some soil about 1/3 of the way in here, like that. And then I'm just going to take these bad boys and sit them just like this, like that. I think I'm going to bring this in my room. And then I'm going to come in and put some more soil on top. We're going to get these straight because we don't want them all over the place. You just got to make sure you get that soil in there. You can always move them around a little bit after, but we're going to make sure we get the soil in there like that. I can't stand when my plants look like they're not full and just not thriving. It just makes me feel some type of way. So this is how I learn. This is how you learn, by trial and error, guys. You learn by trial and error. So I'm going in and pressing the soil down, because this plant is used to having compacted soil. You see how hard that soil was, right? So I'm just going to go in and press it down. And we're going to see. I'm going to update y'all on this later. Probably within like 3 weeks to a month to see. Because these kind of grow fast. So we'll see how they do. Now, you definitely don't want to leave all this dirt on your plant. Definitely not. And I have rags that I have designated for that. So, yeah. So we got one propagated. I don't even know if you call it propagation because they already have roots on them. But we have one in soil and one in water. I just don't like the way this one looks. It just seems like it's all over the place because I want the vines. But, oh no, I don't like that. We're going to have to. Okay, we're going to have to cut this one off. Cut it low so it can go in there like that. I'm going to cut this one low too. Yeah. We'll get a vine because I left some. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do with that. Why does this? I don't like the way this looks, but it's like a budding leaf coming off here. I don't know. It's just not. This is just not going to be a vine because I don't like the way it's sitting in the water. It's like it's going to tip out. Okay, I'm going to put this back in here like that. And they say it's recommended to change the water every so many days, blah, blah, blah. But I would say, see how this is not, it's not going in the pot right. So we might have to get rid of some of these longer vines just so the roots of the stems can get in the water. And this will just be sitting just like that. Okay, what's going on with this? I don't like the way this looks. This is just not doing it for me. So we're going to cut this. We're going to put that part in like that. And then we're going to stick this part in like so. Like that. And then this is that one that I told you the root was too small. So we're going to just stick that right there. So yeah, nice full little pothos. And then we have this bad boy here. And we're going to see how this one thrives. See, this right here irritates my inner soul. I hate when my plants look weird. If you notice, I showed you all my plants. They don't have yellow in. They look healthy. I'm really attentive to them, and I try to pay them as much attention as possible because I'm anal about stuff like that. And when I start seeing it looking a certain type of way, I'm like, no, either I gotta give it away or either we gotta figure out what's going on. So yeah. And usually I don't give them away because I end up figuring out what's going on and I don't have that issue. But yeah, that's what my chores were for today. Getting that one replanted, this one propagated. Hopefully it'll do what it needs to do so I can later come back and put it in this pot, which I love so much, and put this back in my office. I'm going to get rid of this soil and get rid of that soil back there. You guys have any questions? That is a good size. Oh, sis, so this one is a good size. This is the one that Rebecca recommended. Let me go grab my plant rag because even that little plant needs to be wiped. It has water staining. So let me grab that. Hold on 1 second. Only thing about this is I be forgetting that my plant rag is right behind me. I went all the way in the laundry room. So this is a plant rag. Now all of this is a rag that I got from Dollar Tree. Microfiber, it comes with 4. And all I do is run it under some water. And I did a video on wiping down plant leaves and stuff. I got a lot of plant videos that I will be loading up that I haven't shared. See, this one was cut before and I was trying to avoid getting rid of the actual whole leaf. So I just cut at it to make it look like the natural look. And you just go in and wipe off because this is the way that they give you that good purified air. And if they can't breathe, just like us having something in our mouth or over our nose, they can't breathe, they can't grow, and they can die and start to look bad and not last long. So no different from us. And see this one, this is the reason why I said something is going on with this plant. I got to get it out of that hard soil. And the soil has been hard ever since I got it from the guy. So yeah, you just want to wipe the leaves, make sure there's no dirt on them, and shouldn't have to do this much. It usually just happens, you know, because I just planted it in some new soil. So yeah, so I'm gonna leave that like that. And this one, I don't know if you guys seen it. I'm gonna take the tag off because it's going on her desk, so I don't want all this nastiness all over the pot. Let me get that. Probably can't do it with these gloves on, but I'll take that off later or have, oh, there we go. I love when they put stickers that don't have that paper residue. That is so irritating to try to get that paper residue off of stuff. And it leaves stuff behind. Oh, come on, IKEA. Why this just couldn't be one? Hold on. I'm gonna stick it to my gloves. So we got that off. And then, I don't know if you can see the leaves. It's a little mini spider web right here. I'm going to get that off and just kind of wipe the leaves for the first time. And just pay attention to this. My daughter, we have a mist bottle that I leave in the hallway. So they miss their palm trees and miss their plants. In her bird of paradise, she missed that daily. And, you know, we're getting ready to be 13, so she's learning, and I know she forgets. It's kind of a responsibility, but she wants that whole theme in her room. And, well, she already has it. The room is basically done. We're going to be hanging up her chair, her hammock chair from the ceiling in the next couple of days. We're going to be doing that. So, I don't know if you could see the water, the dirtiness on these leaves. Like, it's like a dirty residue. Especially if you have hard water, that can be something that dirt, you hear me, dirt your plants up. That makes your plants look dusty. So yeah, now her plant is ready to be put back, and it has a nice drainage hole. So Look at the video where I show you how to put drainage holes in concrete pots, because this was one. This is the concrete pot that I put my own drainage holes in. You have to have the right masonry bit. They got some for plastic, because that is like PVC. That's not stone, so that was a good thing. So they have different ones that you can get to put drainage holes, because a lot of times the pots that are really nice don't have drainage holes, which sucks. And those pots you've seen in my room are the bigger versions of this. Let me go show you real quick. So these are the baby pots from IKEA, but let me show you the big boys. And I actually painted these to make these look even more decorative. Like even this pot here, that doesn't have a drainage hole, but you notice I put the nursery pot right inside the pot. Oh, this is her chair that we're going to be hanging up. And so like that, I have to just set that in there because it doesn't have a drainage hole. It's just like for looks, aesthetics. And this here, these are the ones right here. So these are the bigger ones. And I just have that sitting in there in a nursery pot. And that, it was all gray just like the one you just seen. But I didn't put drainage holes in it because I didn't need to, because the pots fit right inside. So there's ways to make drainage holes that you don't have to. Now I did put drainage holes in these here. I did do those. These are the pots I got from Dollarama in Canada when I did a shop with me in Dollarama when I was still living in New York. So yeah, those I did put drainage holes in. And these pots were like $3 from Dollarama. They got that marbled effect and I really like them. This is a pothos that I repotted in here, and it's been doing good. I see so many babies coming up out of that one. Love it. Now, this is something I never could understand. Why do snake plants, they can be so big, vibrant, and have this green look, right? But then they'll have some leaves that don't come out looking like the others. Like they look like it, but then they start to curve and do all this funkiness, which let me show you. I have a little baby one that I propagated. It's been in water for months, and these roots are taking forever to do anything. But yeah, that's from that big green plant. And this is what it looks like. And it's just like, this is really weird. This is really weird. It's like you can kind of see the look of it on there, but I don't know. It's different. It's supposed to be a variegation of this here. But let me show you this one. This is the one I propagated. This one here was in that half bath, and I kind of bring it out to get light, even though you don't really have to. This is a propagated one, and it's just doing all types of, what in the world? Like, what in the world? Like, why? Because I've seen baby snake plants and they're still straight and stiff. Where are these curly? Why does it do this when you propagate? What? I might cut this one off. I don't know. It feels kind of weird. I might cut this one off. But yeah, it's just like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's still cute. It's a plant, but it's got a lot going on. I'm very into aesthetics when it comes to plant. I'm just not going to have a million plants just because I want them to have a purpose. I want them to look like art. I want them to have, you know what I mean? I'm anal about that. But yeah, this is just like, it wasn't doing well in the bathroom, which was weird to me because snake plants don't really need a lot of light. They don't need a lot of water. And I found that this one was kind of dying in my half bath. So I keep bringing it out here to get light, and it's doing better. But it's kind of funky to me. I don't understand all these curled leaves. Like, where are these coming from? And then they don't have the variegation on them like the other plant that it came from. Now these, even with these, when I propagate these, let me show you what the little ones come out of these plants looking like. Once, like if I take a part of this and propagate it, let me show you what it looks like. This is a plant that was from propagation of my first plant that I got, and you would see an unboxing of my first Amazon plant. Look at this. Look, what in the world is going on? And you can kind of see the baby green on the sides a little bit. But what is this? It's like another form of the plant. This has no yellow on the side. Like, I don't get it. Could somebody explain why do snake plants propagate and do this? And this is just it growing on its own after it's been propagated and put in this thing. Some of them are not as, it's just, this plant is just doing its own thing. It's doing its own thing. So yeah, I don't know. Can somebody tell me what is that? What, look at all the plants one pot those plant can make. I know. Sis, I don't, do anybody know what is going on when the snake plants do this? Because okay, it's not bad, but it just messes with the look of that tropic look to me with all these extras. Like I want to pull these out and put them all in one plant by themselves. Like I really do. I really do. This one is just all over the place. I feel like the pot might be too big, but then again, I don't know. That's what I've been feeling like. Even this leaf is not, I don't know. I put it closer to the light to see how it'll do. But we'll see. This leaf just seems to be struggling, and it seems like it's been struggling for a while, but I've been trying to leave it alone to see, because it has something down there at the root. So yeah, I guess we shall see, but I just don't like the color of it. Let me show you if you can see the difference. It's not really a big difference, but you can see this one is like more of a brown yellow than that one. But when I lay them down this way, they look exactly alike. But I don't know what's going on with this plant. I love it, and that's like one of the first snake plants I had, and I don't know. And it was broke up several times to other plants and different things, and I've given some away as gifts and stuff, but this is the remaining of that Amazon plant that I got years ago. So I don't know. I guess I'll just leave it alone and let it do its thing. But I hate when plants start to look a certain way. If they start to not, like, I'm so tempted to get a whole new snake plant, put this in something smaller, and get a more big, vibrant, plushy snake plant over here. But then again, it's not bad. What do you think? What would you do? Because I love the look of this one that I just showed you. This one is just so, it's sticking straight up, it's vibrant, and I love it. And I'm like, should I just get another one and put this in there? I don't know. Well, we shall see. So yeah, let me get back over here. So I have laundry to do. I got a lot of stuff to do. Got company coming. So yeah, gotta start cleaning up, folding, getting stuff done, stuff pulled out. I hope you guys enjoy this. I think I shared, it's a variation of the mother plant. Oh my gosh, this is so weird. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, what is going on? Oh, I need to water this bad boy. What is going on with the plant? What is going on? So, yeah, that should be more than enough. And yeah, so do you guys like this live? If you like the live, please thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, make sure that you join my family by hitting that subscribe button and the notification button. Guys, I'm trying to figure out when is the best time to load and what is going great on this channel. People seem to be into plants and want to learn about plants, and I've been doing plants for years, but I haven't been doing as many in-depth videos. But plants are therapy to me. And because I get a lot of people reaching out to me, like friends and family, about plants, it's like, why not do a video? So if I want to share something, or they like, oh, this is happening or that is happening, I'm like, hey, look at my plant care playlist. I know it's got to be something that can help you make sure that your plant thrives and starts growing and all that. But be patient, guys. Be patient. Know that these are just like babies. When you bring a baby home, you might have had 2 babies, 4 babies, 5 babies. Each baby is its own individual entity. Like, one might sleep good, you know, one might not sleep good. One might never give you problems and flourish. Like, you just never know. So it's the same thing with plants. And that's why some people don't like to take them on, because they are a responsibility, but not too much. Because once you get it, even as a mom, like once you get that routine and understand it, it's like thumbs up. And that's when you create the green thumb. The green, it starts from brown, then it goes yellow, then it starts to turn lime, and then you are at that green thumb. I just love the live. I'll be back. Becky out of Miami. All right, Becky, thank you so much, girlie. Enjoy your weekend, And I'm glad you guys love the live. I'll try to do more of these. Do you guys want me to do a live plant tour? Because I think I want to do it live. So you can ask questions about each plant, how long I had it, what do I do to keep it up. I think that that's what I want to do. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know in the comments. Hey, live plant tour, live plant tour. So I can show you all of my plants in my house because I have quite a few. But I don't want to overdo because I want to be able to give each of them the attention they need so that they thrive and look amazing in my home. So with that being said, I will see you guys later, Gators.